rock and roll trucker.
This is the Rock and Roll Trucker. We're knocking out miles, we're eating good, we're rocking and rolling and having a good time. Come along for a ride. Let's see where we can go today.
Good morning, everybody. Look at this. I've got a jacket on. It's chilly outside. It was down in the 40s this morning when we got up. We're up and at it. We're in the truck. We've already went and got an empty and made our way across town to Chattanooga to our pickup. My company here, they got me set up real good for a Monday. This is the best I've been set up on a Monday in a while. I've got one of these really, really good high rate per mile short hauls to start out with. And then I'm going from there to what should either be a quick load or a drop and hook. Roughly an hour or so away from that location, going all the way to Charleston, South Carolina for a reasonable rate. We are for delivery tomorrow sometime. We're started off good. I got nothing to complain about this morning as far as my potential revenue goes. I hope nothing else goes wrong, because right now this is not a bad start to the day. It's sunny and beautiful. It's chilly, but man, it is gorgeous out here. Not a cloud in the sky. Well, there's a couple, but not many. The sky is blue as can be. And we had a good weekend. I meant to get Aaron on the video this morning, but we were both just dog tired when we got up this morning. And so we didn't get the camera out immediately, but we had a good weekend with Aaron and Dash, and feeling pretty good this morning, and I hope it stays that way. Yeah, look at this. Rock and Roll Trucker is on here saying he's having a good day so far. What's going on? What's going on? I don't know. That's a rare odd occasion, ain't it, for those of y'all that watch? But I'm gonna get off here. I just backed up underneath my loaded trailer. I'm gonna get out here and hook it up, slide my tandems, do all that stuff. And then we're gonna get on the road, head to Cherokee, Alabama. First, we're gonna head to Jasper, Tennessee, and get some fuel. But then we're going to Cherokee, Alabama. Y'all hang out. I'll be back in a bit. We'll go for a ride. Guys, we just pulled out of the Speedway here in Jasper, Tennessee, and I mean guys and girls alike, all of you. I don't think I've got a lot of ladies watching this channel though. In fact, I think mine might be the only one. I think Miss Erin might be the only female that watches this channel. Prove me wrong in the comments. If you're a lady and you're watching this, or if you've ever watched it, chime in, because I don't believe you all exist on here. We're rolling. We're headed to Cherokee, Alabama. Good high-paying rate per mile short load. Then we're leaving there and going to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee to grab something going to Charleston, South Carolina. We got it. We're booked up well for this Monday. I like it. Love it. It's great. Good start to a week for once. I dig it. And what makes this day even sweeter today, on top of all that, stayed up last night and watched some football and my beloved San Francisco 49ers, as The Rock would say, layeth the smacketh down upon the Dallas Cowboys there. Anytime the Dallas Cowboys lose is a good time to me, but when they lose to the 49ers, it's just a glorious moment in time. I love it. Sorry, all you Cowboys fans. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. I love it. The only time I ever feel bad for any of them, I always feel a little bad for Dak Prescott, because he just, at some point, always ends up losing his composure and starts chucking interceptions. That poor fella, they were already not doing good. Then he threw 3 interceptions in the span of about 10 minutes last night, and I was like, oh, Dak, man. I want to like you. I can never like the Cowboys, but I kind of like you, but man, I feel bad for you. Not bad enough to feel bad that they lost, though, because I love it. I love it. Yeah. So we're off to a good start today. Good loads. Cowboys lost. The sky is pretty. Yeah. We had a piece of breakfast pizza from the Speedway there. I love breakfast pizza. delicious, fantastic. Just, yeah, let's keep this day rolling good, right? Yeah. Get in there and talk to me. Tell me how much you love seeing the Dallas Cowboys lose, or tell me that you think I'm a rotten piece of rat feces for loving it when they lose, because that's your favorite team. It might be America's team. It's not my team. Y'all get in there and discuss that with me. I'm going to go drive some. I'm going to enjoy this morning. Things are going well for once. It's a rare thing since I've started this owner-operated gig. Been out here for a long, long time doing this truck driving thing. Been doing the owner-operator thing for not that long, and it's been a very tough go at it. And today, I'm experiencing a rare good morning. So I'm going to bask in the glory of it, y'all. Celebrate with me. Talk to me in the comments. I'm going to go for now. I'm going to drive for a bit. We'll get back with you. Y'all be good. I'll see you in a little while. What's up, everybody? I'm just kind of zoned out and got into listening to my shows and stuff on the radio, and drove a pretty good way. I'm almost to the entrance of where we're going up here. We have made it to Cherokee, Alabama. We are in the last little home stretch here of getting down the street and getting towards the guard shack, hopping out and sliding our tandems. This is a recycling plant or paper mill of some sort. I know I've got waste paper back there, just bales of cardboard or paper or both. I don't know, but they take it here. Not the most inconvenient place in the world, not the most convenient place. I've never been out of here like in a snap, but I've never been held here for real long. And what I like about here is these paper mills are notorious when you bring this baled stuff in. They won't ever clean your trailer out. They just leave you just tons of stuff laid on the floor in there, and it takes forever to blow it out and sweep it out. Really inconvenient when you're in a hurry. Really inconvenient to have to do it at all, because we shouldn't have to be doing that, I don't think. They're leaving a lot of the product on our trailer there. I feel like they should get it, but this place does. This place goes in with big air guns and everything, and they blow your trailer clean out and get all of their scrap out of there, and they leave you in good shape to go get your next load. Imagine that. The place doing what they should do and leaving us in a good position to go do our next thing. I appreciate that. I mean, I'm talking this stuff, and I might very well get in here, and they might take an extra half hour, 45 minutes, or an hour today. Who knows? But at least I know they're going to blow the trailer out, right? That's a good thing. Here we are. You can kind of see us. There goes the truck out. You can see all these signs here telling us truckers this, truckers that, no parking in the gravel, and slide your tandems before coming into the mill. Which, if there's anybody in front of me, I'll hop out and do that while I'm waiting. Yep, there goes H.O. Welding. Let me hop out right quick and do this. Get checked in here, and we will reconvene. We will reconvene afterwards. Y'all be good and hang out till I get back, and I'll let you know how long it takes, and we'll head off to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. See y'all in a bit. Howdy, howdy, howdy. As you can see, we're back out here moving again. We got in there, we got unloaded. It wasn't fast. It wasn't the slowest thing I've ever seen. It was just kind of it could have gone a lot quicker. It's just bales of paper. Not hard to get them off the truck. Not hard to get them off truck in a quick manner. There's only one other truck in the dock. It is what it is. I was there for probably 45 minutes, something like that. Not bad in the trucking world. That's just what we're conditioned to expect at this point. It can be done faster, but it can also be done way worse. I've experienced it way worse. But we're out of there. We're headed for Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. I don't know if this is going to be a live load or a dropping hook. I'm told that a lot of times it's a dropping hook, but I'm also told that it's not always done when you get there, and it just turns into a live load. So we'll see. I would love it for it to be a dropping hook, because we're under a tight schedule for the next day or two. And it'd be nice to get in there and get out, get underway here. We'll see what happens though. Either way, we know where we're going. We're going to Charleston, South Carolina. That's a pretty healthy ride, pretty good long ways. So we need to be out of here as quick as possible. We don't need to be letting daylight burn, because we got to immediately get out of there tomorrow and get down to Savannah, Georgia to grab what should end up being a dropping hook at Red Bull, and we've got to figure out how to get that down to Mobile, Alabama for a Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. That's going to be pretty tight and sketchy there. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we're moving. Where are we looking at? We got to make a right turn in 3 miles onto Highway 43. Be popping up out of Alabama into southernmost parts of Tennessee there. Been to Lawrenceburg quite a few times in my life. We used to pass through there going on Highway 64 going to Memphis when I was a kid. We always used to go Highway 64 instead of the interstate when I was a kid. And then I've been in and out of there with trucking, and I worked for a year or two took a break from truck driving for a short time. I worked for a little while for a land surveying company, and we were going back and forth over there, staying in hotels on occasion, and doing a big survey for the city over there at one point. It was a pretty big job, doing quite a big stretch of land there, so for some water line or pipeline or something over there, and it was a pretty hefty job. So I've been in and out and around Lawrenceburg quite a few times in my life, but not here in the last couple of years, and I don't really know my way around there real well. So we'll be going somewhere I've never been to over there before for sure. Oh, excuse me, folks. I got the yawnies there. I was rattling off a bunch of words there, not taking in enough air. I was pumping out too much of that hot air, not taking in enough. Yeah, we're over here. Are we in Muscle Shoals? Are we over here by the recording studio and stuff? What was the name of the famous recording studio over here? There was the famous studio musicians over here. Everybody on earth is recorded over here. Leonard Skinner, Rolling Stones, all the great Southern rock bands, and a lot of the 70s rockers and stuff like that. I think those session musicians were called the Swampers. I think is that what they say in the Skinner song? Yeah, Muscle Shoals got the Swampers. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we're right over here. What's the name of that studio over here? I believe it's right on this block, next block. Fame Recording Studios. There it is. Sandwiched in between the CVS and the Walgreens there. Look that up. I've always wanted to come over here and take that tour, and I've just never had the time. Yeah, look up Fame Recording Studios in Muscle Shoals and look up the Swampers. You'll find some interesting historical facts about rock and roll music in there. Come over here and take that tour one day. I'm going to get Aaron out here with me. We're going to go check it out. That's right over there to my right. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not, but it's called Fame, and it is a famous place. Come over here and kick around Muscle Shoals sometime and see what there is to see over here. I'm going to go off of here for a bit, get this driving done, get over to Lawrenceburg. I'll catch back up with you when we're in Tennessee. Y'all be good until I get back on here. Stay out of trouble. Need y'all to ride with me when I get back. See you in a little while. Right, folks, we over here in Lawrenceburg, we got ourselves a winner. We got in there and it was a live load, but I was in and out of there in about 20 minutes flat, counting, checking in and checking out and getting my paperwork. And I'm only 7,800 pounds. They didn't have a full truckload for me this time. So I am just loving that. That is fantastic. I just got to go down through here and find me a place to stop and get a cold drink and a sandwich and hit the restroom, and we're going to boogie down the road. Take advantage of this fuel mileage and being able to actually drive a little faster without blowing all the fuel out the window there, out the stacks, right? That was not bad. That was not bad at all. That was about as smooth as a pickup could go. I'm in a pretty tight way on the delivery time and everything like that, but I can only do what I can do under the guidance of our federal government and their hours of service, right? I can't do any more than they have deemed us allowable to do, so it'll get there when it gets there is basically what it amounts to. I think I'll make it on time, but yeah, I'm in love with that 7,800 pounds. That is just a beautiful, beautiful thing. Can't find a thing in the world to complain about on that. That was about as smooth of a pickup as you can make right there. Just in there, they said back in that door as soon as that guy pulls out, and that guy was pulling out as they were getting ready to pull out right as they were telling me that, and bang zoom, here we go. We're off to the races, headed for Charleston, South Carolina. I guess we're going to go and take a 64 across and all the way back over to 24 and cross back through Chattanooga and all that stuff. And we'll get down into Georgia there. I guess we'll we might be getting in there late enough to where we don't have to deal with all the nightmares of Atlanta, but we're going to deal with the nightmares of not really having a place to park. So that is challenge numero uno there. We'll figure it out though. We'll get it done. We always do. Man. So how was y'all's weekend? I had a pretty good weekend. Didn't do a lot. We just kind of chilled out. We went downtown and watched the Bluegrass Festival for a little bit. Watched a few songs and just walked around downtown and got us some good eats and whatnot, and just chilled out at the homestead for the most part this weekend. We didn't really stray too far. We never even left Chattanooga. We didn't really even leave, other than to run over to make a trip to Walmart. We didn't even leave the confines of downtown Chattanooga really this weekend. We just kept close to home. I stayed up and watched the whole 49ers Cowboys game last night and reveled in the victory of the 49ers. I always love seeing the Cowboys get beat, even more so when it's by the 49ers. I already said that once in this video, but it bears repeating again because it's great every time. Yeah. Oh, me. I'm going to get off of here and drive. You've got an update. You know how I'm doing. You know where I'm going. Get in those comments and talk to me. Tell me what you know good about that football, or Charleston, South Carolina, or Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, if you happen to stumble across this video and you're from over here. I'm going to do some driving, do some restroom hunting, and get on my way. And I'll be back with y'all here in a little while. Probably be in the state of Georgia when I talk to you next. We'll see you then. What's up, everybody? I bet you can hardly see me. See what happens when I turn that on. All right. Maybe you can see me a little bit there. You don't want to look at me anyways. Look out the windshield there. Look at the pretty view out in front of us. It's getting dark. I was sitting here not paying any mind, not recording any clips. I was like, it's getting dark. I better get down here and say something if I want to make a full video out of this. We are getting ready to roll through Chattanooga. We are getting real close to there. I anticipate some traffic there, but we've got to blow through Chattanooga and get on down closer to Atlanta. We've got a couple more hours that we can drive. I was hoping to be past Atlanta when I stopped for the evening. That is not looking promising at the moment. So, probably going to end up dealing with some of their traffic in the morning. Maybe if I get stopped in the next hour or so, maybe I can get going in time where I don't hit the bulk of it. But this trip has not progressed as quickly as I was hoping. I really haven't had so much for delays or anything like that. And I made a fuel stop up here in Monteagle. I was running a little low, and I don't want to do a fill up until we get till tomorrow. My period ends tonight. I didn't want to get another big fueling on this pay statement. That's just my choice of the way I'm keeping up with things right now. I stopped and grabbed something to eat and a restroom break and a fuel stop. That's it. I haven't farted around, killed any time. I haven't seen a lot of traffic. I haven't driven real slow. It's just, this is a long drive to get from Lawrenceburg to Charleston, South Carolina, and we are on a pretty tight schedule. I'm not sure what's going to happen with our time tomorrow until I stop and figure it all out. I don't know. It's going to be really tight. It's going to be really close, I think. It may come to fruition that we are an hour or so late. I don't know. But the last time I went to this place, it seemed like they really were just kind of first come, first served, get it as they go. So I don't know if it really particularly matters, but where it does matter is my next load after that is also really, really, really scheduled tight when you bump it up against this one. So it's going to be a hectic week this week. I can already tell it's going to be a hectic week, but yeah, we're rolling. And I told you I'd probably talk to you again. I'd probably be in Georgia next time I talk to you. Well, if we get on up here just a couple more miles, I will hit a patch of Georgia for for a couple of miles down here when we get around Wildwood, and then we'll cross back into Tennessee, and then we'll get on down to the 75-24 split and hit back into Georgia for the duration of the evening. So technically I'm coming back to you from Tennessee, but we'll hit Georgia here in a minute just for a couple of miles, and I'll stay on this clip until we do that, just so what I said earlier about coming back to you when I'm in Georgia is true. Yeah, we'll just pretend like that's where I've been the whole time. Yeah, that's traffic is thick through here already. I've come over Nickajack Lake, around Jasper, Tennessee there and everything. We're 2 miles from the I-59 split down here, and for some reason traffic is moving kind of not slow really, but just very congested at the moment, and people are not really keeping a consistent pace in either lane, and it's making it real aggravating. No, it's I'm looking, when I look down at the camera there to see the screen there, I'm like, man, that's really aggravating. I know y'all can barely see me on this clip right here, so that's why I'm not going to stick around on it for long, and I'll get back with everybody, once I get stopped for the evening here in a couple of hours, and we'll close this out, edit it up, and put it out there to the YouTube land, so all 3 or 4 of you that watch it can watch it. I'd like to have more of you watch it, more of you interact, more of you comment, and do this and do that, and help me grow this channel, but I don't know. It will be what it's going to be. I've got a few faithful listeners, a few faithful followers on there, and I appreciate you. I appreciate any of you that click on the video, even for just a minute. But the ones of you that comment and give the thumbs up on the videos and let them play all the way through, I appreciate y'all the most. That's important for the stats and stuff in here to get it up to the monetization level, which is the goal. We're slowly but surely creeping up to that. There's that welcome to Georgia sign. There we go. I'm coming to you from Georgia, just like I said in that last clip. Okay, I'm going to quit rambling here. Close this clip out, and I'll get back with y'all after I'm stopped for the evening. Y'all go get some dinner or breakfast or lunch, depending on what time it is when you're watching this, and quicker than you can snap a finger, it'll be the next clip for y'all. It'll be quite a little ways for me, but the magic of editing and everything, it'll be instantaneous for you. Y'all be good, and I'll get back to you in a little while when it's time for me. Well, hello. We're stopped somewhere. I think this is technically considered Adairsville, Georgia. Not sure. I'm down here at the 318 exit on I-75. There's a pilot there, and it was full. So I came right down the street about a block or so, and there's a Hardee's with a few parking spaces in the back. And as to whether I'm actually supposed to be parking here overnight, I don't know. But we're parked here. We're parked here until somebody tells us different. Yeah, we got to have somewhere to go. And that pilot is actually going to be my fuel stop tomorrow morning. So we're going to get up fresh early in the morning and go straight over there and get fueled up and get on our way. We still got nearly 6 hours to go to get where we're going. And I really have a hard time seeing us getting there on time, but we're going to give it all we've got. And we'll be there within an hour or so of it, I suppose. Then we got a 2-hour deadhead to Savannah to get our next load, and by that time that's not going to leave very many hours to drive tomorrow, and they're wanting me all the way in Mobile, Alabama by 10 a.m. Wednesday, and I don't see any way that's going to happen either. I appreciate that they've thrown some decent loads on me for today and tomorrow, but the scheduling is just, really leaves a lot to be desired. I don't know how they expect some of this stuff to get done in a timely manner, just to be truthful with you. I can almost assure you the one Wednesday is not going to be on time, or really anywhere as close to it, if we're going to be truthful. But all I can do is try, you know. What can you do? But we had a pretty good day for the most part. It's been hectic. It's been busy. We had a good weekend. It was not hectic and busy, and it was much more enjoyable. Aaron and I had a real good weekend. Looks like the whole rest of the week's going to be hectic and busy. And then I do have a hectic and busy weekend coming up this coming weekend. And man, y'all, I'm just getting tired with life in general. I'm just tired, man. Worn out. I've just been wearing myself out on this gig, and there hasn't been a lot of reward to speak. I definitely am not anywhere as approaching the light at the end of the tunnel or the reward at the end of the rainbow, and I'm just it's hard work going backwards. It's hard work going financially backwards, it seems. I don't know what to do. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Keep on keeping on, I suppose. I've really here sometime this week will pretty much mark a solid 6 months since I started the owner-operator thing. So I'm about a half a year in, surviving on it, making it work against all of the odds that have presented themselves against me. Anybody that's kept up with my videos since day one on this venture, you know what a struggle it's been. Just constant issues right from the very first trip, when we had a breakdown and ended up at a bad shop that broke more things, and laid over there, and ended up laid over limping to Las Vegas to Kenworth, and being laid over there for a couple of days. And that was only on the very first trip I took, and it's been an uphill battle ever since. But we've survived 6 months. We got to keep on surviving after that, right? We'll do just that until it's time to figure something else out. I'm not going to keep on rambling for too long. I'll give you your evening music recommendation for the Rock and Roll Trucker. On the way here before I stopped, I finished up was looking through the new releases there, and band Blackstone Cherry had a new record out. Kind of heavier southern rock. I believe they're Kentucky guys, and they've been around for quite some time now. They've got a lot of albums out, and they have been relentless touring guys. They've had a lot of songs on the radio, and they've been a pretty successful band, but not one that you would call a household name by any means. But very, very good band. They've got a new record out. I found it today, called Screaming at the Sky, and it was very good from start to finish. It was very, very there were not a lot of real slower, mellow spots in it. It kept up a pretty good pace from the start of the first song to the end of the last one, without they didn't really go like ballad style or anything on it. They had some that were a little more had a little more of a radio element to them, a little, I hesitate to say poppier, but just written with a lot more of a commercial hook to them, I guess. But very well crafted and very good. Everything on those guys are ridiculous musicians, and they can write some songs. They can write a hook. They can write. I mean, they'll get you tapping your foot. They'll get you humming. You listen to some of their stuff, it'll get stuck in your head. They are very fine song craftsmen, and this album was very excellent. I was glad I took the time to listen to it. There wasn't any filler on it. There were no down spots. It was just good from start to finish. So I'm going to recommend you check that out. Blackstone Cherry, Screaming at the Sky. And with that, I'm going to call it quits. I'm going to chill out, watch a couple of episodes of Suits, and talk to the lady and get ready for bed. Get up and get this hectic week further going. And so y'all be good, or be good at it. Have a good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is while you're watching this. Have a good one of those. And at least one more time, we're going to give you the famous words from Red Green for the fellas on here. Guys, the ladies don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Think that over. Go wash your face. Polish up some of those skills. Be good at one or the other. Yeah. That's it. I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all be good until then. Bye-bye.